Are you facing issues with your application being flagged for CWE-ID 100 flaws? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into how to fix these pesky technology-specific input validation problems. I understand how frustrating it can be to receive multiple alerts about flaws, especially when you believe you've implemented the necessary checks. This is a common concern among developers. Let's look at the specific situation. One user reported that their application is being flagged several hundred times for CWE-ID 100 flaws, despite checking the model state as valid property on every controller action. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be going wrong here? Even with proper validation in place, there might be other factors at play. We'll break down the potential issues and how to address them. And stick around. I have a crucial tip at the end that could help you avoid these flags in the future. To address the CWE-ID 100 issue, the user should first ensure that all model properties are properly decorated with validation attributes. This is crucial for the model state to function correctly. Next, the user should check if the validation logic being bypassed in any way. This can happen if the model is being populated directly from user input without validation. The user should also verify that the validation is being triggered correctly in the controller action. This means ensuring that the model state is being checked immediately after model binding. Additionally, the user can implement custom validation logic if necessary. This can help catch specific cases that the built-in validation may not cover. Finally, the user should run tests to ensure that all validation scenarios are covered. This includes both valid and invalid inputs to confirm that the model state behaves as expected. Fun fact, the term CWE stands for Common Weakness Enumeration, and it helps developers identify and mitigate security vulnerabilities. It's like a cheat sheet for secure coding. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution from another user suggests that the issue may stem from not using the bind attribute on your model parameters. They explain that by specifying which properties are allowed, you can prevent unwanted data from being processed. This user shares their experience with a sign-in controller action, showing how they modified it to include the bind attribute. This ensures that only the specified properties are read, enhancing security against unwanted input. They also mention that while this approach improves security, it can be cumbersome for developers, as it requires keeping property names in sync with the strings used in the bind attribute. Here's the tip I promised. Regularly review your validation logic and keep your libraries updated. This proactive approach can save you from future headaches. And that's it. By following these steps, you should be able to address the CWE-ID 100 flaws in your application. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks.